Welcome to another one. Today we're talking about something that I know a lot of us struggle with, and that's holding yourself back. That feeling where you know you're meant to do more, be more, but something inside you pulls you back. I've lived that. And if you're here, you probably have too. So let's talk about what's actually happening, why you keep getting stuck, and most importantly, how to break out of it. Why you hold yourself back. Most people think they're stuck because they're lazy or unmotivated. But that's not the truth. You're not lazy. You're protecting yourself. Every time you hesitate, every time you procrastinate, every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, your brain is actually trying to keep you safe from anything that feels like risk. And here's the part most people never talk about. Holding yourself back doesn't come from weakness. It comes from survival habits you learned in the environments you grew up in. If you grew up in a toxic home, if you were judged, compared, criticized, or made to feel small, your nervous system learned that being seen was dangerous. So now, even as an adult, stepping into your power feels like a threat. And that's why the moment you want to level up, something in you whispers, don't. Someone's going to judge you. Don't. You're not good enough. Don't. You might fail. You're not broken. You're conditioned. The signs you're holding yourself back. Let me give you some signs to look for because most of us don't even recognize when we're doing it. Sign number one, you wait for the perfect time. You think you need to look better, have more confidence, have more knowledge, have more money, feel more ready. But the perfect time is just a disguise for fear. Sign number two, you dim your personality, you soften your voice, you hold back your opinions, you don't want to offend anyone or look too much. Sign number three, you rewrite your goals 1,000 times but don't take the first step. You have ideas, you have dreams, but you stay in planning mode because action feels unsafe. Sign number four, you shrink when people watch you. You want the views, the followers, the opportunities. But when the spotlight actually turns towards you, your stomach drops. Sign number five, you say, I don't want people to think, and then you fill in the blank with something negative. If you relate to any of those, you're holding yourself back, not because you choose to, but because your old story is still running your life. The truth about fear of judgment. One thing that changed everything for me was realizing this. People are going to judge you anyway. Whether you hide or show up, whether you play small or shine, someone will always have something to say. But here's the crazy part. The people who judge the loudest are usually the ones doing the least. Nobody above you is tearing you down. Only people who feel below you try to pull you back down. So you have to ask yourself, why would you stop your life just to avoid opinions from people who aren't even living theirs? How to stop holding yourself back. Let's get into the part that actually matters. How do you break out of this cycle? Number one, accept that fear is normal, but it's not your leader. Courage isn't not being scared. Courage is moving while scared. If fear shows up, cool, acknowledge it, but you choose the direction. Number two, start before you feel ready. Readiness is a feeling you only get after taking action. Start messy, start imperfect, but start now. Number three, build micro confidence. Instead of waiting to feel confident enough to take big steps, take small steps until confidence naturally builds. Record a 10-second clip, post a short message, try something new for 5 minutes. Small steps create clarity. Clarity creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Number four, talk to yourself differently. Your self talk is either your prison or your freedom. Stop asking, what if I embarrass myself? What if they judge me? What if I fail? Start asking, what if it works? What if this is the moment everything shifts? What if I become the person I'm meant to be? Number five, surround yourself with people who see your potential. Even online, even through content, energy is contagious. If you consume content that makes you feel small, you'll stay small. If you consume content that expands you, you'll grow. You're not meant to heal alone. From self-doubt to action. Let me give you a real example because I know some of you need to hear this in a relatable way. There was a time where I wanted to start doing this and creating content, speaking, helping people heal, helping people find their power. But I kept stopping myself. I thought, what if I don't look good enough on camera? What if I ramble or get stuck? What if I get judged or criticized? What if no one listens? And for a while, I let those thoughts win. But here's what changed. I realized that every day I stayed quiet. Someone out there who needed my voice wasn't getting it. So I stopped trying to be perfect. I stopped trying to look like someone else. I stopped trying to avoid judgment. I pressed record. I showed up as myself. And the craziest part, the more real I was, the more people connected with me. Your story, your heart, your perspective. That's the thing that people connect to. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be honest. Identity shift who you want to become. If you want to stop holding yourself back, you have to start seeing yourself differently. Ask yourself, who am I when I'm not scared? Who am I when I stop worrying about other people's opinions? Who am I when I trust myself completely? Because that version of you already exists. You're not becoming someone new. You're returning to who you were before fear taught you to shrink. If you've been holding yourself back, you're not alone. You're not behind. You're not too late. You're a powerful human who learned to survive, and now you're learning to live. And if nobody has told you this today, I'm proud of you for trying. I'm proud of you for healing. And I'm proud of you for choosing yourself, even on the days you feel lost. If this helped you, let me know in the comments below. And if you're ready to step into the next version of yourself, trust me, you're more capable than you think. See you in the next one. Be free.